What is it? What a weird impression. All of a sudden, lots of memories are flooding my mind. Green gas. There are terrible things happening on the island. Have to stay calm, calm. There's danger everywhere, but the greatest risk is that the island may explode. And if there's a solution, it must be underground.
Michel Ardan, I presume.
Yes, that's me. And with whom do I have the honor of speaking? Call me Nemo. Captain Nemo.
Don't be offended. You're welcome, as were Cyrus Smith and his companions earlier. But in this part of the world, most of the time, it's pirates who tend to visit me. And as I appreciate my tranquility, I've invented a shield which will protect me for the rest of my life. It has a few defects, I confess, but I believe it'll do the job. X's geothermal mortar will supply the necessary energy. Yes, X, that's what I call him. The being, the creature who built this place long, long ago. No, I won't take the chance of suggesting a date. Since Cyrus Smith, you're the first person I've invited to this site. But I suppose it is difficult to astonish a great traveler like yourself.
It's the Earth. The planet of my birth.
Every gardener is a killer. Keep that in mind. Michel Ardan.
Pencroff is right, my friends. We must no longer look on ourselves as castaways, but as colonizers. We do not lack resources, and God willing, we shall make of this island a prosperous colony that we will offer to the government of the Union. No, Howard, we are not powerless. We have knowledge, and the man who knows can do anything.
Since I buried my last crew member, I've lived alone here, with no other company but my robots. I will have the solitude again after your departure, my friend. In the messages he left us, he never mentioned his name, so I've chosen to call him X.
So, one individual built all this, Captain?
Yes, I believe he was alone, even if he used the resources and the knowledge of a powerful civilization. Perhaps he was too unconventional, like myself, living far from his fellows as I do from mine. I like to consider myself his heir. When I understood X's messages, everything became simpler. All that has to be done is to follow the directions to reach the control panel. The secret of X's language is in this machine. When I found the key to these strange deformations, I understood that he was speaking with my voice.
Really? As for me, I hear him speaking with mine.
Judging by the nature of his collections, X was a primate, like us. He clearly states that he's interested in those who resemble him.
Then we resemble him?
Without a doubt. But it could be that the island's monkeys resemble him even more, even if that is a blow to our pride. Yes, X wanted to display his treasures, but to a select audience.
All these trials to reach the sanctuary.
A matter of judging if you are worthy of admiring his collection. He wanted to handpick his visitors. Oh yes, I passed them also. I arranged the tokens, drew the sign, placed the vases, and played the melody. These ovoid objects contain the essence of the individuals, the most profound depths of their living structure, and at least part of their memories. If you only knew how many years it took me to understand and duplicate that machine.
A different scientist? What an exciting adventure!
This motor uses the energy of the volcano. It powers a stabilizer that absorbs the excess, thus preventing destructive eruptions. Near that wonder, I've installed a dynamo that captures part of the energy produced to supply electricity to my own facilities. I wanted to have a laboratory very close to X's facilities. So I dug a tunnel leading from the turbine room to the lake. Northeast winds are prevalent most of the year.
We brought a wheat seed to the island. I didn't suspect that we'd also brought parasites along.
Promise me, you'll not speak of anything you've seen here.
How could I refuse? I owe you my life. However, would it not be legitimate that humanity profit from all this knowledge?
I feel no obligation to humanity, believe me. I will make no effort to reveal X's science, nor my own work. Should it happen anyway, so be it, but I will not facilitate the process. No, I'll try instead to hinder it.
If you save me, it's because you can feel compassion, at least for individuals. It's odd that the fate of the world leaves you indifferent.
But sir, how can we guess what mankind would do with X's knowledge? If it were used for destructive purposes, the world would be plunged into a chemical nightmare.
Every life develops to the detriment of another one. Pencroff is right, my friends. We must...
Where does she come from? He who has, in intelligence will discern the known in the unknown and understand how much the other is like him. He who has intelligence will discern the known in the unknown and understand how much the other is like him. I'm happy to see you, you rascal. Tell me, that motor sound, what was it? Another helicopter? That voice. I was really scared.
Hey, what kind of manners are those? Let me by. I haven't done anything wrong.
Another monkey? At least it doesn't look aggressive. It looks hurt, poor thing. You need a name. Jick? Jack? Jup? Jock? Jet? Some big cat went that way. From the size of those tracks, I sure don't want to run into it.
I am Captain Nemo. I haunt this island in search of eternal rest. Find my body and give me a proper burial.
Sleep okay, Jet? I had this dream. Well, I suppose it was a dream. Do you believe in ghosts? Mom? You can hear me! Green gas. There are terrible things happening on the island. I'm happy to see you, you rascal. Why, that's me. Wow. Tell me, you look awful. Motor sound, what was it? Another helicopter. That voice. I was really scared. Hey, what kind of man are those? Let it fly. I haven't done anything wrong. Plains Gorilla, my cousin and Jep's. A Cro-Magnon man. He's a very close relative. More than my cousin. He's my brother. This one seems like a mix between an orangutan and a spider monkey, and it's wearing clothes. I've never seen anything like it, yet it's human without question. What a strange impression. I wonder what this one has on its head. Is it an ornament or a bone crest or comb? Yet another species. They're all primates, but they're so different. If I had the time, I think I'd explore the whole collection. You got me out of the lake. A phenomenon. You're a phenomenon. Without you, I'd be fish food. And you saw that the volcano has awakened, and the lake's level has risen. Granite House must be underwater. I think it's time to hold a council, Jet. Our forces aren't sufficient to open a passage. We need allies. Jet, you'll be our ambassador. Go find the monkeys you know and make sure of their friendship. You got me out of the lake. The motor. At last, I think I found the geothermal motor.